Hello, and welcome to another edition of Guide to Youth with Reha, your resident gypsy. On today's show, we are going to discuss the necessity of implementing curfews for teenagers in major cities. Does it keep teenagers out of trouble when they are not allowed to hang out or play out in the street after hours? We have two very special guests with us, Jennifer and Crystal, who will be joining our conversation later. In today's news, the city of Greensboro, North Carolina, approved an ordinance to reinstate a downtown curfew for teenagers after 400 teen melee during the July 4th weekend. A massive fight broke during the July 4th weekend celebration downtown that required local police to call other jurisdictions for support. The measure to reinstate a downtown curfew was easily passed in an 8-to-1 vote during a special meeting that was called to address the issue. The curfew goes into effect immediately, the report said. It bans anyone under the age of 17 from downtown Greensboro between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. Those who are caught violating the ordinance could potentially be arrested. City council members could revisit the curfew law in 60 days and reevaluate its effectiveness or necessity. Just recently, Greensboro, North Carolina police arrested 11 teenagers ranging from 16 to 20 years old and had to use pepper spray and a stun gun to manage the crowd. Some officers suffered minor injuries. Security cameras outside two nightclubs showed two groups of teens walking towards each other and several people running away into the streets. This is a problem in the city of Greensboro. The problem for youth. It's a problem for parents. It's a problem for the city itself. During tonight's edition of Guide to Youth, we are discussing the importance of implementing curfews in major cities. So, what exactly are teenagers supposed to do in their free time and at night? Several studies have been conducted which shows that a lot of teenagers spend a lot of time playing video games. They spend a lot of time online, on Facebook, on dating sites. But the surprising finding of most academic studies is that teenagers prefer to hang out with each other. Their preferred mode of social interaction is to spend time in the presence, physical presence of each other. But in many major cities and in, of course, small towns, there are no venues for teenagers to hang out, to meet, and to spend time with each other in constructive and fun ways. And so a lot of times when teenagers are not given a safe neighborhood or a safe location where they can hang out, the situation turns bad and they end up fighting with each other and creating disruptions which give a bad name to other teenagers. You know, if you ask a group of teenagers, is it necessary for them to have a curfew? I think that the majority of them would say no. And this is because people will get in trouble no matter what time of the day it is. It doesn't have to be at night. Plus, a lot of teenagers have jobs at night, part-time jobs helping their family, money for college, and a lot of jobs are at night after 11 o'clock. So a curfew would keep teenagers from being able to go to their jobs. But aside from that, what is the purpose of hanging out at midnight in the middle of the street in a big city? And to help us answer that question, we are going to go now to Jennifer and Crystal and get their opinion about why teenagers should or should not be allowed to hang out into the streets at all hours of the night. Hello, Jennifer and Crystal. How are you today?
Good.
Welcome to my show. I am so glad you could join me. And I am looking forward to our conversation again this evening. Hopefully you can help me understand better if teenagers should have curfews or if they should be allowed to roam free at all hours of the day and night. What are some of the pros and cons associated with teenagers having a curfew?
I think they should have a curfew at like 9 something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because like they could get their rest for school and stuff.
Of course, it's important for teenagers to get sleep at night so they can do well in school. This is definitely a very good idea. And probably the main reason why teenagers should have curfews, if they don't do well in school, then they're going to continue to hang out at night even after they graduate from high school, cause problems, get involved in gangs, and ruin their lives. Thank you both for your time and for talking to me this evening. Thanks for listening, everyone. This is Reha with another presentation of Guide to Youth. Please tune in next time.